Welcome, welcome, welcome to the set of The Mating Game. Have any of you ever been to a live taping of a game show before? No. Oh my gosh, you are all going to experience your first time here on the set of The Mating Game. That's wonderful, that's wonderful. Well, just so you guys know, I'm the production assistant here at The Mating Game. My name is Benjamin Dover. You can call me Ben. And that's what everybody calls me. And of course, as a production assistant, I help the contestants, and I liaise with Pat, of course. Everybody's here to see Pat, I know. And of course, Alex, our wonderful lights and sound guy, and I just make sure that everybody's comfortable and ready for the camera, you know? Another important thing to do as a studio audience is sometimes we'll need to, get on the same page together. We want to make sure that it's a good filmed experience, yes? So if I hold up this sign, great job. Pat really likes the applause, so don't hold out on him, okay? All right. And then, of course, maybe he'll say something funny. And maybe that joke will just be a little bit off. I don't know. It's not funny. Sorry, Pat. Okay. So we want you guys to know that every once in a while I'll be taking some commercial breaks. It is, of course, a TV show, so we have commercials. It's how we keep the lights on around here. It's how Pat stays in his Porsches. And the commercial breaks, just stay seated there. We're going to edit them out, of course, through the magic of television. We'll put it all back together. If I cut the show for any reason, again, stay seated. We're just trying to fix something. Maybe a little sound cue was off, or a contestant got up and was faced the wrong way. Maybe somebody had a ho-ho on their cheek that they didn't quite clean up. Oh, that's a craft services table. It's not for you. That's for all the talent. The contestants, Pat, of course. I might grab a snack. But not for you guys. There will be a union-mandated 15-minute break about halfway through our taping tonight. You can go on out those main doors you came in on. Up to the second floor, there's a cash bar, and you can help yourself with cash, of course. Okay? All right, so without further ado, I would love to get this show started. So, Alex, let's cue the sound in 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Mating Game, the game show where one lucky bachelor or bachelorette gets to choose a lifelong partner from 3 wonderful contestants. Our bachelor or bachelorette will ask a series of questions in order to see who will be the lucky one to steal their heart. The grand prize will be a full-paid vacation to an exotic location. And now, without further ado, here's your host, Pat McKeister.
I'm Pat McKeister, and what you've heard about me is true. I only drink during work hours. This is the game show where 3 lucky contestants are looking for true love and hoping to spend the rest of their life with our lucky bachelor. It's time. There's no point putting it off any longer. We've got them ready to go, and here they are! Bachelorette number 1 is from Smileville, Tennessee. We'll see how long she keeps smiling. From Tennessee. And she's a monk. Let's hear it for Tabitha! Bachelorette number 2 is a student from Rochester, New York. Let's hear it for Emily! And finally, Bachelorette number 3, our accountant from Chicago. Please say hello to GUINEVERE! All right, why don't the 3 of you lovely ladies take a seat? Because we've got a man for you, and here he is! Bachelor is from Westchester, New York. He's a dietitian. Please say hello to Jake. All right, Jake, good luck to you. Tell me, Jake, what is your strategy going into the show tonight?
Well, Pat, I think I'm going to ask them all questions, and the one who seems the most compatible is the one I'm going to pick to be my lifelong partner.
It's so obvious I should have known. All right, it's time for round one. Jake, it's our first date round. Take it away.
All right, well, contestant number one. I hear you're a woman of the cloth of sorts.
I am.
Let's say I wander into your church and you see me from across the apse. How do you welcome me in?
I would offer you a plate of hummus and sprinkle it with a little cilantro and say, "Brother, would you like to be indoctrinated?"
Well, baptize me.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Contestant number two. Remind me, what do you do?
I'm a student.
Oh, you're a student.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's say in this scenario, you're the teacher, and I'm in your class, but I've been very bad, and you need to keep me after school. Reprimand me, Mrs. Emily.
Well, first off, I would make you take my special pink chalk and write on the board, "I've been a bad boy." And then I would take my eraser that's on a stick, and I would, as you were writing that, spank your bottom till it was full of pink chalk.
If I had a nickel for every time that happened to me.
Out of sight. All right. Contestant number three.
Hi, Jake.
Hi there. Tabitha.
Guinevere.
Guinevere, sorry.
That's Tabitha.
It's great to meet you all. Guinevere, it's almost tax season. You're doing my taxes.
Oh.
It's a late night. We're alone in your office. Tell me, what should I write off?
First, I'll need your W-2. And then any 1099 interest forms that you got from the bank. And then I just put together a general table of all of your expenses and income. And then, you know, just do your taxes.
Now!
Far out. What a detailed and specific answer. I like that in a woman. Contestant number one.
Yes.
Let's say we're going out on our first date.
Okay.
Where do you take me?
Well, I would take you to a small cafe in my hometown, Smileville, Tennessee. And it's owned by my Aunt Dolores, who makes a delicious blueberry pie. I'd bring you there. We'd each have a piece of blueberry pie and then a cup of hot coffee. And then, afterwards, I'd take you on a tour of the town and show you all the sights. What do you think?
I love it. Of course, as a dietitian, I'll take a small piece of pie because I'm all about portion control. And I'm glad that we're walking it off because those calories will just sit on my hips.
It's organic, if that means anything.
Ooh, now you're speaking my language. Right on, sister.
For me, too.
Contestant number two. Same question. You and I are going out on our first date. Where do you
Yes, we
take
are.
me? What do we do?
Well, since I'm a student in New York, I don't really know California very well, and since we're here, I think that you should take me on a tour of all the stars' houses. And just you and I walk hand in hand, and we'll find a star, and we'll go up to their door, and we'll knock on it, and we'll see if they'll let us in. And then they will. And we'll be famous because everybody will know us because we've gotten to know the star. Won't it be beautiful?
incredible. I hope it's Don Knotts.
Oh, the incredible Mr. Lippin? Oh my God, I love him.
All right, contestant number 3. I want to go out on a first date with you next. Where should we go, and what should we do?
I'd like to take you for our first date to my favorite restaurant. I'd order a bottle of Chianti. Maybe you'd get a beer? Is that
A
what you
light
like?
beer sounds great.
And then I'm thinking we order pasta and we share it like the dogs in that Disney movie. What is it called? The Lady and the Tramp. I'm the lady and you're the tramp.
Of course.
And I would try to put the spaghetti in my mouth, and then I might pick up the other end and put it in your mouth. We suck it up. Do we kiss?
Absolutely.
Oh! I don't often kiss
I'm a
on
film purist.
Well, I have to tell you, I've never kissed on a first date before.
Really?
No.
Me neither.
Well, it could be a first for both of us.
That sounds great.
And then afterwards, would you want me to take a cab with you? Maybe more kissing happens in there.
Wow. Maybe I ride with you back to your apartment so I can drop you off, like the gentleman I am.
Maybe. And maybe I ask, do you have to get up early in the morning, or would you be interested in coming up for a cup of decaf?
Maybe I tell you that my first diet class doesn't start until 10 a.m.
Well, then I'd ask you to please go get breakfast in the morning if you... Oh, that's assuming you decided to crash on the couch.
I'll pick it up what you're throwing down, Mama. Groovy.
Well, how's it going so far, Jake?
Wow. This is going to be a tough choice.
Now,
they all
just-
seem so wonderful.
They certainly are. Just to be clear, did you say I'm picking up what you're throwing down, Mama?
I did.
And do you always find yourself talking with the current youthful vernacular?
No.
Well, is it something you're just putting on now, or is this the real you?
I'm a little nervous. It's my first time on TV.
What happens to you when you get a little nervous?
I pick up the youthful vernacular.
Well, we certainly wouldn't want that to start getting in the way of what seems to be a good start to a couple of relationships here, would we?
No, of course not.
All right. Well, why don't we move on to our second round? This is the getting to know you round. Imagine, if you will, you've known these people, let's say a month or so already.
Okay.
And go!
Let's start with contestant number 2. Imagine we've known each other for about a month or so.
Good job.
And I'm introducing you to my roommate for the first time, who also happens to be my cousin. He's a notorious ladies' man who always tries to steal my thunder a little bit. What do you do to give him the brush off?
Well, I mean, given that he's your roommate and your cousin, I want to make a good impression because, you know, we've been going out for a month, right? So I'm sure I've been there quite a few times. So I want him to like me. And if he starts to do his ladies' man stuff with me, you know, to be honest, I'm kind of used to it. I'll just say, oh, I forgot my cigarettes. Can you go over to the store and get them for me? And then he'll leave. And we'll lock the door.
Out of sight. All right, contestant number 3.
Yes.
Let's say that, well, we've been dating for about a month and I'm ready to meet your parents. Is that too soon? Do you take me home to meet them?
Well, I suppose you'd have to prepare yourself to meet my parents, because you'd be meeting not only my parents, but my bosses. Because I work for my parents.
Oh, really? A whole family of accountants?
Yes. Yes, my last name is Marwick, of Pete Marwick. One of the big accounting firms.
I'm familiar.
Yes.
I am from Rochester, after all.
Yes.
I know of the New York Marwicks.
Yes.
Wow. Well, that could be intimidating.
Well, what's your...
What kind of pep talk do you give me so I'm comfortable meeting your father?
Well, I would say, okay, remember that joke that you made the other night? I'd say, don't make that in front of my parents, please.
Oh. Okay. It's just that that's how I usually break the ice.
Oh, well, Daddy's more of a, you know, proper kind of man. He'd prefer if you wore a tie to meet him for the first time.
Oh, okay.
How about, you know, wearing a suit? Do you have a suit that you wear to work sometimes?
Well, no, but I could get one.
That's good. Maybe I'll take you to Macy's and we could get you a nice suit. Pick one out. And the pocket square.
Oh, all right, well, maybe. That could be cool.
Well, it seems like you're just a little bit nervous, Jake, about the prospect of meeting those parents, aren't you?
Well, he sounds like just such a big, important guy. I mean, I've seen his billboards.
And don't forget about my mother. It's
Right.
important that you flirt with her a little bit.
Oh, really?
Mommy just likes that sort of attention.
I see.
Well, I'll tell you what, I hope you're not too nervous because much to everyone's surprise, her parents are right here!
Hi, Jake.
Oh,
Oh my God.
oh, you must be Guinevere's sister.
Honey, come on, don't be so stuffy.
Oh, Mr. Marwick, hi. Let's say, have you ever heard the one about the two guys on the golf course? Well, one of them's got an attaché case. Oh, never mind. It's an honor to meet you, sir.
I apologize for my attire. I was trying to dress more hip for the show because knowing that we'd be here and potentially on camera. But
Well, it's an honor to meet you. I've seen your commercials. Your firm is very famous.
yes, we are. We are the top accounting firm in all of New York City, and of course my daughter here is, of course our daughter, excuse me, is
Mommy,
posed.
you're standing in front of me. The camera should be on me.
She's supposed to take over once we retire. And that's a very high position, very high rank, a lot of stakes.
Yeah, wow. A lot of pressure. A groovy amount of pressure.
How are you, man, under pressure?
You know, I do my own accounting, but my filing system is mostly just a grocery bag filled with receipts.
I see.
Honey, don't scare him like that.
Mommy and Daddy, it's time for you to go now and sit in the audience again, okay? We have to move on with the show.
Very well.
But thanks for coming to support me.
How about a round of applause for the that went really poorly, didn't it?
Really did it go that bad?
Oh, it was horrible for you.
Okay.
Well, don't let me get in your way.
Sure. Contestant number 1.
Yes.
Let's say that it's time for me to introduce you to the person who I consider my priest or guru, the Honorable Dr. Schlavaga. He's a very famous dietitian from Europe. He basically wrote the book on all there is in modern dietary science. Would you be comfortable meeting him and knowing that I sort of look up to him as you look up to your religious leaders?
Jake, I would be so honored because Dr. Schlavaga is a well-known figure in the religious world. And I have followed his teachings.
You have?
I have. I did the 30-day cleanse.
You did?
I did.
With all cayenne?
I did. Oh, Lordy, it was amazing.
And pickle juice?
Pickle juice. Yes, I juiced everything.
And you made it all 30 days? No cheating?
No cheating. And do you know, after that 30 days, I saw Her Glory Highness up in the sky. She came to me.
Really?
It was after that that I became a monk in the Church of Her Glory Highness.
Wow.
So, Dr. Schlavaga, why,
Go on. You'd be honored.
I would be absolutely honored. I would fall to my knees and ask to kiss his little spoon. The one he uses to sprinkle the cayenne.
You know the little spoon.
I do.
Tabitha, I've made some assumptions about you. I think I pegged you as a monk in a more traditional religion, but now I'm seeing your attire is not the traditional monk robes.
No.
Tell me more about your belief system.
Well, in the Church of Her Glory Highness, we believe in free love. We believe that the female figure is the true divine goddess, and that herstory should be rewritten, and that women's power should be brought forth. Her Glory Highness chosen just a few of us to bring that to fruition.
It sounds like you and I have shared some of the same visions on our 30-day cleanse.
Have you seen Her Glory Highness as well?
I have.
Jake.
But I have to tell you, I'm not entirely sure how comfortable I am in a free love society. I mean, I am here to find a mate for life.
Well, the Church of Her Glory Highness is happy to marry us as many times as we need to be married. And just because I have you as my eternal mate doesn't mean that I can't have other mates for eternity as well.
I see. And what about me?
Why, you would be my eternal mate. One of them.
And would I have other eternal mates?
You would only have me because the Church of Her Glory Highness believes that the female figure is the one divine figure that shall be worshipped and adored by all.
Well,
And
that sounds like a load of crapola.
All right.
Let me take us into a commercial.
I think that's a very good idea. All right, my friends, it's time for a quick commercial break.
And cut. Doing great, guys. Wonderful job. Go ahead. Get up and move around a little bit. We're just going to reset some camera angles. There's some snacks that we're here for you.
Excuse me, I didn't speak to my daughter privately.
My set, sir. Relax.
Daddy, what is it?
Come over here. Are you serious about this? I can't
Yes,
believe
Daddy.
that you debase yourself enough to come on a show like this looking for love, and with a guy like that. You come from a family of well-educated, Ivy League schools. Look at how I had to dress for this today. Do you think I like wearing hippie clothing?
Daddy, I think you look handsome and modern.
Modern isn't the way to go. Old-fashioned is the way. That's the backbone of this country. That's the backbone of what makes us who we are. Your whole life and career depends on our backbone.
Well, you know, when I moved to Chicago to start my branch of our firm, you knew that I was going to go off and do something different than what you did. I didn't set out to be a replica of you. I set out to do my own thing.
And how's that working out for you?
Why do you need to do that to her right now?
Because she's my daughter.
She is doing a beautiful job, and we told her that she could fly free.
She's embarrassing the entire family right now. You can actually choose this guy? Do you actually feel anything for him? He's probably not even a military man.
I do feel for him.
Sir.
Excuse me.
I can have you escorted out right now. Your little family drama is interrupting my set here, okay? So let this grown woman make her own decisions, and if you can't hold your emotions inside, I'll have one of our ushers escort you out.
You know what?
With a brick.
Thank you very much. You can make your own decision. But if you do decide him, then you will not take over the family business.
I hate to tell you this right now, but I'm divorcing your father.
But you guys still ride together and everything.
Honey, I need you to be yourself. Numbers aren't perfect for you, but you need to count over 100. And I am just tired of him telling us what to do and how to dress. Burn that bra. Just be yourself.
Thank you, Mommy. I think
Your mama sounds so cool.
Yeah, you should listen to her.
my daddy's a good guy too.
Well, your mama, she's got the right idea.
Maybe.
All right, what do you say? Shall we get back to it?
Sure. How are you feeling?
I'm nervous, but I feel okay.
I can
Am
tell.
I doing okay?
Yeah, a little too far down our religious on the last one.
Okay, I
we
see.
like sexy, we like loose.
Okay,
we like
keep it
knowledge.
light.
Yeah.
Got it,
We're not trying to convert anybody, you know?
Got it, right, sure.
It's okay. I want you to really find your true mate, like along the middle ground.
Okay.
Okay?
Got it, thanks.
You're doing wonderful. Great job, Jake.
Thanks, Ben.
You sure are handsome, too.
Thanks.
All right, sorry, he is handsome. All right, everybody, kind of settle down, contestants, would you please take your seats? I'm watching you. Take your seats, everybody, thank you.
Sorry.
Alex, we're just going to resume with a tight close-up on contestant number 2, and we'll get back to normal, okay? Ready? 3, 2, 1.
And we're back! You know what, can we do that again with the applause sign? Yeah.
Sorry, I lost it a little bit there. Yeah, of course.
Count
We're coming back. Ready? Reset. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
And we're back! You know what I love most about television, my friends? It's all of that spontaneous applause. All right, we're going to pick up right where we left off, but before we do, we're going to take a moment and we're just going to give Jake here a little sense of how these 3 contestants are registering with you. Now, we're nowhere near making any type of final decision, so don't worry about that. But based on what you've seen so far, when I walk behind each contestant and put my hand over their head in a completely non-threatening manner, I want you to clap the loudest for the one you think, at this point, should spend the rest of their life with Jake. You can't clap.